All right. Thankfully, it is Taylor Swift coming out with a new album, not the annoying Padre girl behind home plate that was screaming all night. But the good thing is the Padres win in San Francisco, and the lead in the NLS for the Dodgers is down to one game. One game. And of course, the Padres and Dodgers will meet coming up on Friday. All right. John and Jim with you on the wrap up show. Please subscribe to this channel. We'll be with you for the next hour or so. I hopefully Jim will do that for the next hour. Subscribe to this channel, year-round content for Padres fans. I think we're 50 subscribers away from 9,200. Please help us get there by subscribing to this channel. Smash the like button for us. You can follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. We see the first super of the night. We'll get to all of them. Thank you, Jeff West, for the first super chat of the night. We'll get to all of them. You can click the $ below the chat box. If you want to become a member and get those custom emojis, click the join button down below. You can gift those memberships as well, and we've got some new emojis to add in there if we get more members here tonight. The story is the workmanlike effort of the San Diego Padres, just finding a way, breaking through. Darvish, 6 innings, 1 run, solo home run to Rafi Devers. Padres took a lead, then responded when it was 1-1. Freddy Fermin's first home run. The bullpen looked unbelievable again for San Diego, and the Padres beating up on a beleaguered Giants team to take game 1 of this 6-game road trip and pulling to within one game of the LA Dodgers in the NL West.
Giants, I think now are 1-10 in their last 11 home games.
Yeah, so they just said, yeah.
That's crazy. But tonight, Fernando Tatis Jr., couple doubles. Love to see that. Jackson Merrill broke out in a big way today, 3 for 4 with an RBI when he was hitless over the weekend. Remember when I, called him out today?
Be better.
I just like be better, whatever. And Gavin Sheets for not playing and having 1 at bat in the homestand, coming in, having a couple hits. But tonight, to me, the story is Darvish. 6 innings, 1 earned run, 6 strikeouts, no walks, 84 pitches, by the way. Still, I mean, that's actually his season high for pitches, 84. But, I mean, yeah, Darvish leaving with the lead, pitching 6 innings, 84 pitches, and then Estrada, Miller, Suarez, good luck, right? To opposing teams, good luck.
I mean, Miller's stuff keeps looking better.
Talk up the side again for the back-to-back games.
Yeah, he can. I mean, he can really do some special things here, and we'll see what's possible in 2025 and beyond. But his stuff is absolutely filthy, and you're right. I mean, this bullpen, you give them a lead like this, and you got no shot. The fact that the Giants had a hit was maybe impressive, but 4 strikeouts, 1 hit, no runs. Darvish, second time now in 3 starts. He's had that quality start where he goes, and listen, I know the Giants offense is nothing to write home about, but you still got to execute, and you still got to win. And I don't think it's overly simple to win in San Francisco historically for the Padres. So to get out in this fashion and put yourself in a position to win the series, because now you just have to win one of the next 2 games. Then, of course, you have the day off, and then, of course, it's Dodger Stadium against the Dodgers, who lose tonight in Anaheim 7-4. So, yeah, there is a lot to like. I mean, Fernando Tatis Jr. over the weekend, 2 hits Saturday, 2 hits Sunday, 2 doubles today. By the way, Jake Cronenworth had a huge hit in this game. And I thought that Merrill, not only did he have a big game, he oftentimes comes through and he delivers with 2 outs or 2 strikes. And he did that again against Logan Webb. So, again, are they scoring 10 runs a game? I don't think they need to. With the pitching, with the bullpen, 4 is the magic number. I mean, you score 3 or less, you're going to win less than 50% of the time. You score 4 or more, you're going to win 75% of the time, more than that probably, with this bullpen and this pitching staff. And they score 4 in San Francisco, and they could have scored 2 and won this game.
The only thing to not like about this game, from a Padres perspective, was the loud, annoying fan behind the plate. I won't call her annoying. She was just way too loud. And can we do something in San Francisco about the freaking field mics? Like, why are they so close to the fans? It was ridiculous.
There are no fans.
That is true.
I think that was the problem tonight. There's no one there.
I mean, you saw how this thing unfolded on social media. Like, if someone found her, I don't know if you saw this.
Yeah, I saw.
And did you see what the next video where it
was like? Can you kind of like quiet down? I'm not telling you not to fan, but like, can you quiet down?
Oh my God! Like, again, you love the passion if you're a Padres fan, but like, Oh my God.
I was hoping she was a Giants fan. But yeah,
Right. Because it's
uh,
shut up.
it was kind of like, honestly, like if that's the primary takeaway from the game, you know what I mean? Like
No, it's
it's a
not the
bad,
primary takeaway. I'm
no,
just
but I'm
saying,
saying it's a bad time to be a Giants fan because like
oh yeah.
there's nothing going on. I mean, this thing was complete workmanlike. Was there any chance? Was there any doubt in your mind once they led this game 4-1
No.
that anything could happen to prevent the Padres from winning? I didn't. I was doing dishes, folding laundry. There was no doubt in my mind. There was no scenario the Giants coming back to win this game, and that's exactly how it played out. The only thing that was interesting is like, would this chick be ejected or not? Which she wasn't.
She yelled the complete game.
She really did. All right, let's
No,
get
you're
to
right.
some of
They,
these
they,
super
they
chats.
are turning into what they were last year, which is very workmanlike towards the end of the season, where, hey, we know they just keep picking up wins. They go out. It's not flashy, but they're getting the job done and making it look pretty effortless.
100%. I mean, tonight's a perfect example of that. I mean, this team started 14-3. They're 12-3 in their last 15 games.
Yeah.
So they're doing the exact same thing. I mean, literally the exact same thing they did to start their year. And they put themselves in a position where, I mean, they're only, a game or two out of the second best record right now in the National League. I mean, they're right where they need to be with 43 games to play. Yeah, it might be hard to catch Milwaukee, but they're in a position where they got a lot in front of them right now. All right, let's get to some of these super chats. Over 500 people here live. Please subscribe. Year-round content for Padres fans. Thank you for the super chats. We'll get to all of them over the next hour plus. Just click that $ below the chat box. If you want to become a member, click the join button down below. You can get those custom emojis by clicking the join button down below. Jeff getting us started here tonight. I appreciate you, man. He says Padres want to know in the woohoo girl era. Lord, keep rolling. Will she be back tomorrow night? Becomes the question.
I'm not saying like go to the games. But the problem wasn't her screaming. It was her screaming next to a field mic. That was the problem.
Well, she was like right in front of it.
That was my problem. Like, can we make sure this field mics aren't picking up? I mean, it wasn't just her. There were times you could hear like full-on conversations behind the plate. Definitely. I'm like, I think Jake was up one time. He hit it off his foot, and you heard some guy clearly say, "Walk it off, Jake."
There's just there's no ambiance there. The second the game started, I'm like, what is going on in San Francisco? I mean, I know I know the wheels have fallen off, but I didn't realize they've fallen off that bad. I mean, that there was nobody there.
Like, you can't have the field mics that close, guys. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, I think the field mics, are they pointed in the wrong direction? I mean, I think the field mic is supposed to be on the field, but I didn't know it's literally like it's not picking up the players, it's picking up the fans. So yeah, I guess you have to move it. Crescendo, thank you, man, for the super chat. Says, I know DeVries will be good, but watching Mason Miller is so fun. I mean, this is the conversation we had the day of the trade deadline. You know, I mean, both teams can win a deal. We don't know if it will play that way out for San Diego or for the Athletics, but I'm not overly concerned about Leo DeVries. I'm much more concerned about Mason Miller and the Padres. If DeVries is good, he's supposed to be good. That was kind of the purpose of the trade from the A's perspective. So I'm not sitting here rooting for Leo DeVries not to be good. I'm sitting here rooting for the Padres to keep playing well and rooting for Mason Miller to be a part of that equation. So DeVries can be great. I could care less. If the Padres win a World Series, great. Then hopefully DeVries is great too. You know, nobody's going to care if the Padres win a World Series.
100%. The thing with the trade when it went down was it was a clear trade for the here and now. And man, yeah, it's, if you read Kevin's article, what was it, today or yesterday, about inside the war room at Petco Park, they all knew that this trade was probably down the line gonna hurt. Like they felt the same way about James Wood, but they thought to themselves, we can find another James Wood, which they did. They found Leo DeVries, and we can rebuild our farm system, but we need to go for it right now at the major league level, because these guys won't help us for another 3-4 years. And if we're, as close as we think we are, or we have a shot, let's do it now. And also making sure the other trades lined up. So it wasn't just DeVries for Miller, even though there's other players in that deal, but you get my point. And all the other trades that they were talking about, like, they lined up. So Yeah, I mean, Mason Miller is, I mean, when he is on, like, you're not hitting him. I mean, he's unhittable. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be perceived as an overpay if this is just who Mason Miller is for the next 3-4 years.
Like 160 strikeouts in 60 innings. You're like, what?
I don't see how that could be perceived as an overpay. You might say that you prefer a position player to an 8th or 9th inning guy, but other people might say they prefer. It depends on what your needs are. And it feels like what the Padres emphasized at this deadline was adding to their bullpen and creating arguably one of the best in baseball, if not one of the best in recent baseball history. So I think it's hard to argue it in the now, and we'll see what happens moving forward. Herc Hunt, thank you, man, for the super chat. Guys, over here, subscribe. Year-on content for Padres fans. 650 of you are here live. What are you reacting to?
I want you to, in your mind, read that person's handle.
Yeah, I did say that too, didn't I?
You did, yeah. You said it.
He says, I don't know if it's a coincidence or what, but Toddy's new stance, no leg kick, less wasted motion. What new stance? He's got new stance like every day, right?
Yeah. Just hit the ball hard and hit for power. And tonight, like, for the first time in a while, it wasn't just, get on with the single, get on with a walk. Like, he driving in the gap. Hard hit ball, right center field in the gap. Could have easily been a triple. And then a hard hit ball down the left field line, easy double. Like, hard contact. There's no freaking way, dude. You did it on purpose. There's no freaking way. You got John. Congratulations. There's no way.
Get me. I could care less. I mean, if it was like,
who cares? I don't know. It's the YouTube channel, but it's funny because if I didn't say anything, I don't know if
I wouldn't have said anything.
Exactly.
No, I never would have. And I wouldn't have seen it. But thank you for the super. Let's see. This one is also Herc Hunt. Appreciate the super chat. This is actually from Sam. Thank you, man. It says, great win. Still wish we could get the bats going earlier. Here's the thing. Let me say this clearly, and I appreciate the super chat. But like, this is how I honestly feel. I could not care less. I could not care less when they score. I could not care less what the final score is. And I'm going to say that in the postseason as well. Because in the postseason, you don't get really what you want. Like, you might find yourself as a favorite in a wild card home series, and all of a sudden you're scoreless in the 7th inning. Got to find a way. Or you're trailing 2-0 in game 2 after winning game 1, 9-0. You know what I mean? Like, it's not going to come as pretty and cookie cutter as you want it to come, is what I would say. And I would say that probably even in September. Like, are they just going to beat every team like Colorado, and whomever else they play, Baltimore and the White Sox? They're going to win all those games by 10 runs. And it's not going to come like that. I mean, you're going to have to win games the way they're built to win. They do not homer. I homer today. They win with pitching and defense, right? They come through with timely hitting. Like, this is who they are. So that's why I have no complaints about it. And the end result to me is what matters with 43 games left in the year. And with 43 games left in the year, they're 1 game back. So again, I get it. But honestly, I just like the end result.
Yeah, the end result this time of the year is the only thing that matters. And, in the postseason, especially, the end result is the only thing that matters. Who cares how they win the game? Yep. I don't care if the team goes hitless, but they score 2 runs somehow because of, a couple hit batters and walks and stuff like that. Like, a couple air, like, who cares in the postseason how you win games? Now you can talk about, like, hey, if Fernando Tatis Jr. is struggling, or if this player is struggling, can they win these games? And if they're still winning, it's a good problem to have. But if those players are struggling and they're not winning, then it's like, okay, we got a problem here potentially. But yeah, man, the most important thing here going into the postseason is their health. That's it. Like,
huge.
It's it. And you take your chances and you feel good about your chances if you're the Padres, if you have a healthy team. And if you happen to lose, so be it. Will it suck? Yeah. But at least there's no excuses, right? You don't want the excuse. And so going into a postseason stretch, like just stay healthy. That's the most important thing. And oh, by the way, right now, there's a legitimate chance, and I mean legitimate chance, that you could win the division and get a first round bye, because that is all right in front of you right now. Like, it is staring at you in the face.
Yeah, completely agree. I mean, they'll earn it, obviously, but it's
Yeah.
fully possible. I mean, there's so much baseball. I mean, they could. I said it today on John and Jim. I mean, they could win the division by 7 games. They could lose the division by 7 games. There's 43 games left. So, I mean, anything is possible. But all of a sudden, you look up, it's 2024 deja vu all over again in the second half. I never thought we'd see something like that. I didn't think 43 and 19 was going to strike twice. Now, I don't know if it will or not, but man, they're playing well. And 12 and 3 over the last 15, and that goes back before the deadline, gives you reason to believe that this hopefully is sustainable. Let's see. Dos Mafia, appreciate you, man. Thank you guys for hanging out. Please subscribe. 750 of you are here right now. Please subscribe to this channel. Let's get to 9,200 subscribers tonight with your help. And thank you for the super chats as well. Click the $ below the chat box. Trying to see here. We're just 46 subscribers away. So please subscribe.
Come on, let's go
to this channel. Dos Mafia, thank you, man. He says 7 through 9 hitters, 138 WRC plus, which is great. 802 OPS, which is terrific since the trade deadline. So look at that. I mean, and that shouldn't come as a massive surprise. Maybe those exact numbers are, but you lengthened your lineup, right? When you added multiple hitters to it, and where you've batted even Ramon Laureano at parts of the first 10 days or so. But Freddy Fermin has hit what for this team? Close to 400 since he's gotten here. And Laureano's been terrific. And the lineup is deeper. Jake Cronenworth sitting 8th, and the lineup's deeper and has been more productive.
Freddy Fermin has, in 8 games of the Padres, he's hitting .370 with a .933 OPS.
Pretty good.
He's got a double, a homer, 5 RBIs.
I mean, that looks like a freaking savvy move as well. 10 or 11 days in. A very savvy move for right now.
Well, AJ said, or not AJ, but Kevin said that AJ and his crew were very, very, very high on Freddy Fermin.
Right.
To the point where, like, they most likely overpaid to go get him because they wanted him badly. And this is your starting catcher. Put it in permanent marker into 2026. This is the team.
I just wonder is it an overpay if it's what you need?
It's a good point.
Like how can it be perceived as an overpay? A, he's controllable, and B, it's like a position of dire need. I mean, think about what the upgrade has been.
Maldonado to this.
Yeah, I guess maybe Maldonado to anyone was going to be an upgrade, but this has looked really good through the first, 10 days or whatever it's been. So
the upgrades everywhere. I mean, look at you got basically Gavin Sheets took over the Trenton Brooks role.
Huge, massive upgrade right there.
And then Ramon Laureano is now in left field every day. And then Ryan O'Hearn took over the Bryce Johnson role.
Right.
Maybe it's vice versa. I mean, but still, the roles on this team that we saw prior to the deadline have all been upgraded in a massive, massive way. I don't know if they're playing this good of baseball without all the moves that AJ made.
No way.
Yeah. And you have to give AJ just so much credit if this team continues to play well going down the stretch. I mean, we've been talking about this run here, this stretch for damn near 2 months. Like, watch out for August. Watch out. They're 3-1, playing really good baseball. We'll see what happens, but you're a game behind the Dodgers, and this shit just got real.
It got real, and this isn't for today. It's not like John Seiler tomorrow is going to extend AJ Preller. But I'm telling you, if I'm John Seiler, my first priority in the offseason is to extend AJ Preller. It's as simple as that. If you think there's a better alternative right now for this organization than AJ Preller, who has done everything moving heaven and earth and his whole system around for him to basically live out his vision for the team, and they're winning at a high level, this is what it is. I mean, and I think most people are going to sign up for that 99 out of 100 times. So it doesn't mean they're going to win the World Series. I have no clue what's going to happen. They could be out in the wild card series if that's where they are, division series, or they can win the World Series, because nobody can predict that. But assuming the postseason, is my point. And I'm willing to do that because if they don't make the postseason, something went horribly wrong. Assuming the postseason and allowing him the leash he had at the trade deadline, go put the contract in front of him because he can't be on a deal that is expiring at the end of 2026 when 2025 comes to an end, because that just makes absolutely no sense for anyone involved, would be my guess.
And if there's this behind the scenes power struggle, which kind of is perceived between AJ and Eric Grupner, and you had to make a choice between Grupner or Preller, you ask every single, and I mean every single Padres fan who they would choose. It's not even a competition. It's AJ Preller every single second of every single day of every single week. And that's what you're not you, but like you get my point. A little afraid of that there is the little power struggle, that there is potentially something behind closed doors that you're like, sure. Well, if they don't win it all this year, no. If you had to choose, it's not even close. Group dog, you're out, buddy. Preller is the guy that needs to be in this organization and be running this organization for the long haul.
Yeah, and to your point, if there is something, because that happens in organizations, I mean, hopefully you just get coexisting because the club's been marketed incredibly well. They've created revenue. Eric Grupner's done a fine job, a very good job, I'm sure, to most in terms of what his responsibilities are. What I would, and listen, AJ Preller isn't above reproach. I mean, we've been very critical over the years. There have been highs and lows, but when you're in the midst of a high and when the strategy is being fulfilled at the major league level, like when all of it is paying off, so to speak, at the major league level, I would think you would lean in. That's what I would do from an organization perspective. Miguel, thank you, man, for the super chat. Appreciate you. He says, incoming homer for Tatis tomorrow. LFGSD. I don't know about that. He's doing the other things like running well, 3 straight multi-hit games. The home run has been a bugaboo. Okay. It has been an issue for Fernando Tatis Jr. We said today on John and Jim, we both kind of thought the same thing. I mean, 25 feels like a stretch. He certainly can hit 8 home runs in 40 games. And we've seen him do more than that. But based on his current play, it doesn't seem like it's overly likely. I would say possible, but to me, it's not overly likely that Tatis is hitting more than 25 home runs this year.
If he just keeps doing what he's been doing the last 3 nights, that's good.
Yes, 2 hits tonight would be great.
Yeah, like you needed to see more than just him getting on base via the walk.
Yeah.
Like he needs to get hits. He needs to drive in runs. He needs to hit for power. And I'm not saying he needs to hit for home run power. Obviously, that's the old Fernando Tatis Jr. This new version of Fernando Tatis Jr. is nothing like the old version of Fernando Tatis Jr. He's not going to hit 40 home runs. He's not going to hit 3 home runs in a 3-game series. Like he's just not that guy anymore until proven otherwise. So continue to get on base via the walk, singles, doubles, do that, drive in runs. And that's what you're kind of looking for. Like the walks are great, but they only are great up to a certain point. And the last 3 nights, he has gone past just walks.
Completely. That's well said. I mean, he's got to contribute with his bat, and he has. He has. Absolutely right. And we want to see it more. I want to see what Bogaerts has done for months. I just want to see the consistency of Tatis potentially to close the regular season into the postseason. That would be an absolute gift. All right, we're going to get back to the conversation. Over 800 of you are here live. Please subscribe whether you're here live or on replay. We were 40 subscribers, maybe 39 subscribers away from 9,200. So please subscribe to this channel. Year-round content.
No, sorry, 39, my
39.
bad.
So 39 subscribers away. Also, please support our title sponsor, the wrap-up show, Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance. He's been with us for 4 years. He's been our title sponsor for all 4 years of the wrap-up show. And trust us, if you have an insurance need, let Mark take care of it. I've got 3 insurance policies through Mark: homeowners, life, and earthquake insurance. And he does auto as well. He's going to take care of you. He's a native San Diegan. He's a lifelong Padres fan. So if you support this channel, please get in contact with Mark. If you ever need him, trust me, he will be there for you. I had to file a claim before. He saved us so much time and money. If you need him, he's there for you. He's going to save you money. He's going to save you time. Whatever your insurance needs are, get free quotes online. Click that link in the description down below. Call Mark. Trust me, he will talk to you about the Padres. He'll probably talk to you about the Padres as long as he talks to you about saving money on your insurance, but he can do both. And if you support this channel, please support Mark. Click that link in the description down below.
Yeah, all his information's on that ticker there, mnimitz@farmersagent.com. When you reach out to Mark, let him know that John and Jim from the Wrap-Up Show sent you.
Mark, we appreciate you. Thank you. He was here earlier. He might be here right now. All right, let's get back to the Super Chats, guys. The Padres win in San Francisco 4-1. This begins their 6-game road trip. They've pulled within 1 game of the Dodgers, who lose in Anaheim. Padres and Giants will play Game 2 on Tuesday at 6:45. Wise Modern Dad, thank you for the membership and the Super Chat. He says, between starters hitting their stride and the Super Pen, I'm saving so much on dog foods at Petco. That's hilarious with the 9+ strikeouts. And I mean, yeah, you're getting strikeouts left and right. Like, this team is capable of ridiculous strikeout totals, specifically out of their bullpen. But yeah, you might have that's a great point. There's going to be people buying dogs because they're saving so much money on food at Petco this summer. It's a good point.
I know. Jeremiah Estrada's got 79 strikeouts and 54 2/3 innings pitched this year. That's really good. Mason Miller's got 71 strikeouts and 43 2/3 innings pitched this year. Robert Suarez hasn't been a big strikeout guy. He's only got 51 and 50 and 1/3 innings pitched, but I know that Mason Miller talked a little bit about yesterday. Next year, there's going to be this internal competition between those two guys to see who can have the most strikeouts in the season in the pen. I can already see it now, right?
Yeah, definitely.
And my bet would be on Mason Miller, but still,
I guess it dependent on usage, but those numbers you just threw out are, I mean, it's hard to get much higher. Like, Hader Prime is like a 16 per every 9 guy, 16 strikeouts per every 9 innings, which is absurd, right? Like an all-time historical mark. And these guys are, I'd have to someone could put it in the chat if they know it, 14 strikeouts per every 9 innings this year, 13, 14, 15. I mean, something just ridiculous. They're striking out 2 batters per inning a lot, and that's hard to do with consistency, but their stuff has been that good here in 2025. Alex, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the Super Chat. He says, Karens and baseball don't mix. I think this is in reference to your field mic fan behind home plate here tonight, Jim, at Oracle in San Francisco.
I mean, it
wasn't great. It was not good TV. I mean, I to the point where I did turn the volume down.
Yeah, I muted it.
I mean, it was super annoying. It was literally annoying. And when my wife is telling me to turn it off because it's that annoying, then yeah, it's annoying.
It's annoying.
And that's how annoying it was. Jacob, appreciate you, man. Thank you. This might be a super sticker or just a super chat to say thank you. So we appreciate you, Jacob. That's very kind. CNJ, appreciate you as well for the super chat. If you want to weigh in, you can click the $ below the chat box as the Padres win tonight. He says, Darvish shoved makes me happy. Fermin farming. Okay. Great win. Doyer's losing is amazing. We got to keep pushing. #LFGSD. Yeah, I don't think this is just here's my guess, Jim, that even if the Padres win the division, it will not be without resistance. What would surprise me is if the Padres, for example, won 4 of 6 from LA. Hear this hypothetical out. 4 of 6 from LA, take a 1 or 2 game lead in the division, and that was it. And they maintain the lead for the final 35 games without LA getting even or ahead. That to me is possible with the Padres schedule and with their play, but it's certainly not outside the realm of possibility that the Dodgers do in fact play better than they have here recently. And just look at the trend since 2010. So listen, it's new year. Past performance isn't indicative of future results. Maybe this Padre team is different. Maybe this Dodger team is different, but I think this will come down towards the end. Even if the Padres do in fact win the division, that's just my hunch on it. We'll see if it's accurate or not. I mean, I would take that if it comes down to the end and the Padres end up winning the division by 1 game. That's an incredible result. I'd like it to be easier than that, and they just go through the Dodgers here over the next 10 days, take a 2-game lead, and then just keep the Dodgers at arm's length. But I'm expecting something that has a little more resistance from LA down the final month of the season, but we'll see if I'm right or wrong.
Yeah, the Dodgers are incredibly mid right now.
Yeah, they've been bad.
Yeah, they've just been awful for their standards. And I would be surprised, too, if there's no resistance from them as well. Because maybe all they need is this series this weekend against their rivals. Oh, Dodger fans don't like when you say that. Oh, they're right. Yeah, they're rivals. They've played well against them this year. We'll see if that's flipped here, but you know, going into a series at Dodger Stadium against the Dodgers, if you take care of business here the next 2 days against the Giants, then you could not have asked for a better situation to go to Dodger Stadium playing some of your best baseball of the year, regardless of how the Dodgers are playing.
Yeah, completely agree. And yeah, will that series be easy? No, but it's an amazing opportunity. And again, the Dodgers haven't played their best baseball, so maybe it's the right time to be playing them. BFick, thank you for the super. He says, hearing the LA broadcast talk about the Padres being only a game back was music to my ears. They're getting seriously nervous. Oh, I'm sure they're all aware. I'm sure they're acutely aware. Fans, clubhouse. They probably have bigger concerns than just the Padres, like their own play is what I would say would be probably their primary concern. But I mean, they had a 9-game divisional lead, 9 games,
9,
right? I mean, you would, I mean, there's a better chance when you're trailing by 9 games in the division to probably finish 15 plus games out than win a division. And here are the Padres now, 1 game back with so much time. I mean, I think it's 43 games. With 43 games to play, I just go back to kind of my initial point on it. Anything is possible. They could win this division by 5+ games, and they could lose it by 5+ games. But they've never been in this position, Jim, in recent. I mean, I know they had 2020, they were close, and I mean, there's examples where they were quote unquote close, but there's so much runway here that with this much time, that they're rarely in a position to do what they can do, like they have this opportunity here in 2025.
Yeah, I was as you were too, hesitant to talk about the D word, which is the division.
Yeah.
But these last 2 weeks have made that the regular season end goal for me. To me, it's about the division now. Like,
It's gonna be disappointing if they don't win the division.
It's the postseason to me. They're making the postseason. All right, unless they just all get injured at the same time and something catastrophic happens, they're going to make the postseason. I bet their Fangraphs odds to make the postseason's got to be close to like 97, 98%,
96.6.
Okay, 96.6. So it's about the division now, and that's pretty cool. It's not about making it as a 6 seed. It's about, hey, can you win your first National League West Division title in damn near 2 decades? And can you take down the Dodgers? Like, that's pretty sweet. And you have a real chance to get a first-round bye. Like, come on.
Yep.
So that's the focus, and that's the goal. The goal is now flipped. It just took 2 weeks. And, I didn't think we were going to be sitting here on August 11th. I don't think anybody really thought that they were going to be playing this well. Division title definitely in sights. And I think, people would be disappointed now if they don't win the division.
I mean, you'd be foolish not to be disappointed. Like, I don't want to hear how that is spun. You know what I mean? Like, hey, great year. We led in the division by 2 games with 35 to play and had 1 million games against the Rockies coming up and didn't win the division. I mean, at that point, it's like, are you ever going to win the division?
I know.
Right? Like, if you don't win it now, and I can't say now because I don't know what's going to happen in the 6 games between the Padres and the Dodgers. I mean, the Padres are 2-5 against the Dodgers. Now, it's been forever, but they're 2-5. Mm-hmm. So if the Dodgers go 4-2 in those 6 games, and you've made this point, it becomes harder. I mean, that's 2 further games of separation. It's still doable. It just becomes harder. So we need to see how these 2 teams square off against each other. But as I sit here today, how could anyone feel differently than this? That they wouldn't be disappointed if the Padres didn't win the division. I mean, you've come this far not to just come this far. It's like it's right there for the taking, and now you're going to quote unquote settle and be like, "Oh, great year, 4 seed, home wild card series." Yeah, but like you had a chance to win the division,
especially if at any point in the next month here they have a division lead. Like if you're right, if they go up 2 games in the division and they play well against the Dodgers, and you enter September and you got a 2.5 game or whatever, lead in the division, and you don't win the division and you're like a 4 seed or even worse, a 5 seed, that's going to feel like remember in 2022 when the Mets won 100 games and they missed out on the division to the Braves, and they were pissed and they didn't celebrate, and then they played the Padres, and the Padres were playing well. Yeah, you don't want that. You don't want that. You want to go in the postseason on a high note. Not saying it's the worst thing in the world if you don't, because making the postseason at the end of the day is the goal, right? But it wouldn't make Padres fans feel confident if that were to happen.
It's a good way to look at it, that 2022 Mets team. I hadn't necessarily thought of that. I mean, imagine that. I don't see that scenario playing out where like the Padres set a franchise record for wins. I mean, they'd have to like win out. And then they finished in second place in the division. And then, just don't win in the wild card round because of that disappointment. But yeah, I'm with you in terms of like, it's right there, go win this division. Yeah. And if you don't, then go win in the postseason. Thank you here for this super chat from maybe Quan. Thank you, man. He says Padres took advantage of Webb's mistakes tonight. I thought they took advantage of him like the third time they saw him. And, once you've seen a pitcher 2 times, right, on average, batting averages are flying up third time through in order. Did you see the ridiculous stat they popped up there that Jackson Merrill's the only player in Logan Webb's career with multiple 3-hit games off him? That's unbelievable. He's the only player he's ever allowed multiple 3-hit games to is Jackson Merrill.
That's crazy.
The 22-year-old. So I just thought they capitalized. I mean, I was a little concerned when Devers homer, like, it's 1-1. Here we go again. You never know. And then the Padres responded immediately, and they get credit for it. And they left no doubt, scoring multiple runs in that inning. So yeah, Webb's a very good pitcher. I mean, I was concerned. You were saying today, Webb, Ray, good starting pitching. You're on the road. Like that's a test. That's why a 4-1 win, even though it was closely played throughout, I'm signing up for that. I'll do the same thing tomorrow against good starting pitching on the road.
100%. You're facing a tough lefty tomorrow, so it's going to be maybe a little, wonky lineup. Maybe Sheets and O'Hearn aren't in there tomorrow, and it's Iglesias, right? That's gonna, your offense is not as good when that's the case. We'll see, but
that's a good point.
At this point, I see a lot of fans saying like, you got to sweep the Giants. You don't have to sweep the Giants. At worst, you take 2 or 3. I mean, that's what you're looking for. Just win series. If you win series, if you win every series for the rest of the season, I guarantee you they're winning the division. And they're probably getting close to the number 1 seed in the National League.
Yeah, I mean, they'll probably win the division by a few games, would be my guess. That's Dodgers ain't playing 670 baseball here recently. So unless they want to go play 720 baseball to close, you're right. I mean, you win 2 of every 3. You're in excellent shape. I don't know if it's enough for the top seed in the National League, but it might be close. Rocket, appreciate you, man. Thank you for the membership and the super chat. He says Luis Ariz is a weak link, which is not bad. I don't think he's been a weak link. I know he was hitless in this game. Maybe you're saying he was a weak link tonight, but I mean, he's had a lot of multi-hit games here recently. He's hitting 292 on the year. So I don't see Luis Ariz as a quote unquote weak link.
No, I mean, honestly, as AJ said, you can't win if you have weak links. Say that 3 times fast.
Or wink leaks.
Weak links. Where's the weak link on this team? Like, legitimately.
They don't. I mean, that's actually on cue to Matthew Keene's super. He's like, love seeing Bryce Johnson for Sheets pinch run pay off. And you might say, well, why is Bryce Johnson on this team? Because you actually need that. Because you want defensive replacements. You want speed. So that's the purpose. That's the role that he fills. I mean,
and when he's not playing every day, he doesn't become a weak link.
He's not a weak link because he's actually advantageous theoretically. You would see him pinch run in the postseason. You may see him defensively at some point. But what's the weak link? Their number 5 starter. Can we even say that convincingly?
I mean, every team's 5th starter is going to be shaky up and down. We talked about it when they made all the trades. They're definitely in contention for best roster in baseball.
Most
complete roster in baseball. Yeah. Maybe not best, you're right, but most complete. I don't know, man. Like, How do they stack up against the Phillies? How do they stack up against the Cubs? How do they stack up against the Brewers?
I feel like they're a lot different than some of the teams, don't you? Like when we think Philadelphia, we think about like a power-induced lineup, but it suits their ballpark more. I mean, the Padres hit their 100th home run tonight. They're 29th in the sport in home runs hit, yet they're winning at this great clip because I feel like they're well suited for Petco, Oracle, that type of ballpark. But yeah, I mean, I think they're complete. Do I think they have the best lineup in the sport? Absolutely not. I don't think anywhere close. But I think that from a like complete perspective, it's pretty damn good.
Yeah,
is what I would say. All right, let's get back to this chat in a moment. We actually had someone that watches the wrap-up show head out to a Lucky Box vending machine in Vegas today and use our promo code. It is active. Promo code is Padres, all lowercase. You're going to save $5 off your Lucky Box mystery box. We did this in Vegas 3 weeks ago. I walked away with this guy, Fernando Tatis Jr.
Code.
I see the glare, but a Fernando Tatis Jr. Auto 10 from Bowman. So this is a really cool product. You're going to see them in Vegas. They're in other places as well. Airport, Chicago O'Hare, JFK. One's coming to San Diego, but we know you're going to Vegas at some point between now and the end of the season or maybe in the off season. Use the promo code Padres. They're all over Vegas. Really cool products. You can pick up a sports card. You can pick up a autographed sports jersey. They have Pokemon cards as well. What came out of the machine for me was this Fernando Tatis Jr. Auto 10. It could be you as well. They just recently had someone hit a golden ticket when it came out of the machine. There was this gold ticket that said you have won a pair of autographed Fernando Tatis Jr. game used cleats valued at over $2,500. So the next time you're in Vegas, find a Lucky Box machine or find them wherever you're going. You can check out the website by clicking the link in the description down below to see where they're located. One is coming to San Diego later this fall. And when you get to them, use the promo code Padres, all lowercase.
Yep, use the promo code Padres at Lucky Box Machine for $5 off for all John and Jim listeners. And right now, if you go to their website, luckyboxvending.com, you can sign up and be added into their exclusive loyalty program. All it takes is your email and your phone number. Sign up is free of charge, and you can get special insider perks like early location drops, exclusive giveaways, and a chance to win authenticated Willy Wonka golden ticket signed by Gene Wilder. So go sign up. It's free of charge. All you need is your email and your phone number. And if you're in Las Vegas or anywhere in the country that has a Lucky Box, make sure you use our promo code Padres when you buy from Lucky Box.
If you go to their Instagram right now, you'll see someone pull an autographed jersey from a drafted Padre, AJ Brown. So somebody pulled an AJ Brown, not a Padres jersey, an Eagles jersey, but you will see a drafted Padre, AJ Brown.
Someone pulled a Pete Rose jersey the other day.
Ooh, Pete Rose. Yeah, I mean, it's a really cool product. I think the next time you see one, you'll want to take advantage of it when you do save $5 with promo code Padres, all lowercase. All right, back to it, guys. Subscribe. Year-on content for you. Let's get to 9,200 subscribers, right? Let's get to 9,200. Come on. There's 850 people here right
away.
Now. We are
37
35.
away. 35 away.
35 away. Carlos, appreciate you, man. Thank you for hanging out. Thank you for the membership. Thank you for the super. He says, the Ferminator. What a stud. I think Miller needs to be the closer. Can't touch that. Suarez pitches too flat. No whiff. Makes me nervous. LFG Tatis got his new side chick. Finally some slug. I don't know if he's had slug. I mean, a couple of doubles.
Better than nothing. It's better than a couple of singles.
Yeah.
I'll take a couple
100%.
doubles.
No, he's had 3 consecutive really good games. Miller is the closer. Do you rock a boat that doesn't need to be rocked?
No.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's another thing too. Like maybe they do just go to Miller sometimes in the 9th if Miller's pitching out of his mind and Suarez is struggling. But Suarez isn't struggling. I know he blew the save on Saturday, but I don't think that was like an outing where you could say, man, he struggled in that outing.
Right.
The save doesn't always happen in the 9th inning. It sometimes could happen in the 7th. It sometimes could happen in the 8th. And the great thing about this bullpen is you got like 5 closers to deploy whenever you want. So I think it's all situation based. Mason Miller will become the closer of this team next year. He's the closer of the team next season. Right now, I don't think they're going off of Robert Suarez. Nor should they. Like what if in the 8th inning, the top of the Phillies lineup comes up in game 6 of the NLCS and you have a 2-run lead and you have Mason Miller and Robert Suarez to deploy. Like, you can go Mason Miller out there, or you can go Adrian Morejon to face, Schwarber and Harper.
True.
Right? So like you have multiple options for multiple different things, and that's just they have a luxury, that's for sure.
I mean, he made a point. Carlos followed up, not with a super, where he said no. I mean, I don't disagree with what he's saying, and I think it's an exaggeration. But he said no true Padres fan is comfortable with Suarez in 1-run game in October. I mean,
I would agree. I'm not. I mean,
I agree. I mean, I've said it a lot, and I kind of tamp it down. I'm not going to like scream from the top of the mountaintop. The guy's been good. It's not like some massive liability with a 5.5 ERA and 12 blown saves. But do I think he's their best reliever? I don't. Yet he's their closer, and oftentimes you equate best reliever with closer. So I understand the sentiment is my point, but he was good last year in the postseason, even though he was rocky in September. So, I mean, I think he's trustworthy, but maybe not fully. None of these guys are fully trustworthy. You get to October, there's no such thing as a guarantee. It's not like you have a 1-run lead and you put Mason Miller out there in the 9th inning and it's a guaranteed lock down inning. I mean, you'd like to think that's the case, but it doesn't work like that.
No, yeah, it doesn't work like that. And I mean, we'll see what happens, but they have options for sure. And taking Robert Suarez out of the 9th inning to put Mason Miller there, I'm not like, doesn't make sense right now.
Yeah, I agree. Right now, it's not going to happen. Right now, they're 12-3 in their last 15. I don't see a reason. Carlos says his words, not ours. I wanted to punch that fan. What a horrid voice. Thank you, Carlos, for weighing in. I was hoping to get your thoughts on that fan tonight in San Francisco. Crescendo, appreciate you. With the super says no BS. Do we have enough star power for the World Series this year? I don't even know if star power is a prerequisite. I mean, you have teams that have star power. Like last year, you have a Dodgers-Yankees World Series. We've seen in the last decade the Royals win a World Series. You saw the Giants, that I don't know if they were the most star-laden teams ever, win 3 in 5 years. So, I mean, they have star power also. It's not like the Padres are lacking in stars. They might be lacking in power, but I don't think they're lacking in stars.
No, they have plenty of star power to make a World Series. There doesn't matter about stars. Look at the Milwaukee Brewers. You can't name 5 players on that team and the best record in the sport. So right. Baseball is not a star power game. I mean, in basketball, you need stars to win an NBA title. Football, you don't need stars, but you need a top 10 quarterback at least to win a Super Bowl, maybe top 5. And if you have a top 5 quarterback, that's a star. Baseball, it's about the team. It's not about stars. Now, it's better to have more stars than not, because the theory is they're better players and you'll win more games. But you don't need to have, like, it's not a prerequisite to have just a bunch of stars in your team to win a World Series.
Well said, until you said the word prerequisite. But no, you're right. Joel, thank you.
Prerequisite.
He says he subscribed using his wife's account on YouTube. She will thank me later. Everyone should do that. Everyone should do that. While your wife is sleeping, we know, right? There's a portion of you right now watching. Maybe your husband's sleeping if you're watching. Maybe your wife is sleeping if you're watching. Make sure to subscribe to this channel. We are 35 subscribers away from 9,200. Thank you, Joel. Appreciate you. Par Threes Club. What's going on, man? Supporter of the channel. Send us some t-shirts. You got to check them out, by the way. par3s.club to check out their really cool merch. Jim was wearing a t-shirt yesterday. He says, shout out to the lady Padre fan yelling all game. Laughing emoji. Send her a t-shirt, dude. I don't know if you want to be associated with that, but send her a t-shirt. Jacob, thank you for the super. Says Miller changeup is nasty. How about that, man? The guy throws. Imagine even throwing a changeup when you throw 105 Miller changeup is nasty. Good to see third pitch, a changeup. How is that even part of the repertoire? That's fascinating to me.
Fastball, slider, changeup. And if he threw his changeup more, it might help him more.
Sure.
I mean, you saw the numbers when he got here. He was throwing his changeup like 1% of the time. It was mostly fastball, slider. If you incorporated a changeup with 104, we're talking to Trevor Hoffman today, and we even mentioned, like, dude, if you had 104 with your changeup, good luck, right? He's like, dude, yeah, it's crazy.
104. I mean, I thought, listen, his fastball slider combination is great. I think he has said, and they talked about tonight on the broadcast, he has said his best pitch is a slider, which is ridiculous to say when you throw 104. But he's got good movement, late break, a tightly wound slider. He throws that slider freaking hard as crap, coupled with the 104 mile per hour fastball, or whatever it averages, 102.8. Coupled with does anyone know how hard he threw the changeup? Did they?
Let me check. I think it was in the 90s, I think.
In the 90s?
Hold on. Let me check
like
here.
Sitting at 90, maybe on the nose. That might make sense.
In the 8th inning, right?
In the 8th, he did.
No, it's the 8th.
Maybe he throws it, 91?
That was a slider 89.
Then it shouldn't be that hard, I wouldn't think.
I mean, he just fucking blew away Ramos. Like,
People put here threw it at 92.
Did you strike out Gilbert? 92.
Come all out.
92 changeup.
That's insane. But they say, again, you're looking for an 8 to 10 mile per hour discrepancy. So you're creating that when you have a 102 mile per hour fastball, with a 92 mile per hour changeup. It's insane.
Yeah. If Trevor Hoffman threw 104, because his changeup was what? 83, 84. I mean,
it couldn't have been faster than that because he was only throwing low to mid 90s.
Yeah, so maybe it wouldn't be that great, but it would really freak the hell out of the opposing batter.
You can only imagine. It's insane.
Like, my changeup and my fastball is a 20 mile per hour difference.
Like Mason Miller's throwing changeups harder than Greg Maddux ever threw a fastball in his career.
Easily.
That's insane. Quan, thank you, man. He says, according to Max Muncy, Padres are not a rival. He was swimming around when I watched my first Padres versus Dodger game.
Max Muncy can eat shit.
Yeah, who cares?
I don't care about Max Muncy.
That's well said. Yeah, they can say whatever they want. They can say the Padres aren't the right. I could care less. I mean, if the Padres go through the Dodgers and
here's what they said.
Significance. Who cares what the Dodgers have to say about the Padres? Shoot, at the end of the year, all the Dodgers would say is how good the Padres were in 2024. So hopefully, I don't even know. Just hopefully the Padres go through the Dodgers or don't have to deal with them in 2025. Padres Blake, thank you, man, for the super chat. He says, Niebla changing Miller's pitch mix to utilize the changeup more has made him even more dominant. Appreciate the work you guys do. Appreciate you saying that, Blake. I mean, that's the thing with Niebla. They're going to think of all possible scenarios to make these pitchers maximize their abilities. Mason Miller already had ridiculous abilities. He's already a top 1% guy, right, with his ceiling. And you're trying to take someone that's already a top 1% caliber guy and make him top 0.1%. And we're just scratching the surface here, folks. He hasn't had some offseason. He hasn't had some long throwing program. He hasn't had tons of time with Ruben Niebla. The idea that he's even throwing a changeup more often in 10 days, to me, is like quasi-impressive. So just imagine what's possible is what I would say.
Yep. And the more you watch Mason Miller pitch, the more I would dislike them trying to turn him into a starter. Right?
Yeah. Yeah. I prefer he just does what he does really, really, really well.
Right. Max out in one inning, be your closer, hone in on some things and get their location, work on that changeup, and become one of the most dominant closers in the sport if you're going to throw 104.
That's what's possible. I would say that's what's possible for Mason Miller. And I don't even know if he needs to do it in 2025 for the Padres to reach their goals. Because I don't know how many ninth innings he's going to pitch for this team moving forward. Luke, appreciate you. Thank you for the generous super chat. He says, Karens are the ones that complain. Team Superfan chick here. Blame the audio text if you didn't enjoy the broadcast. She's 100 times better than Ken Rosenthal, in my opinion. At least she roots for Latin players. Okay. Interesting take here. I mean, she has a right to cheer, certainly, and maybe it was the mic's fault, so to speak, or her seating location fault.
Yeah, I said it at the start of the show. I am not mad at the fan, even though the fan was incredibly annoying. I'm more mad at the fact that the freaking field mics are facing directly at the fans, and that her screaming was heard loud and clear on the broadcast for like 4 straight innings. So yeah, I'm probably more upset at the field mics than anything, because if she was sitting in the bleachers, you're not hearing that, and who cares? Whatever. Like, it doesn't matter. Go cheer. It's fine. But if I was sitting next to her at a ballpark, I'd be like, okay, calm down. All right. We're not in game 6 of the World Series here. Like, chill out. So I'm more mad at the field mics than anything. Like, what the fuck? Like, turn those field mics off at least, or something.
They were very hot. They were super hot, man. Those things were hot.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that. This is interesting from Alex. Alex, appreciate you, man, as always. He says, what's up with this Ohtani hotel drama? If you haven't seen the headline, this is actually, I think, from the Associated Press. Dodgers star Shohei Ohtani, an agent accused of sabotaging $240 million Hawaiian real estate project. And then the lead goes on to say a Hawaii real estate investor and broker are suing Shohei Ohtani, claiming the Dodgers star and his agent got them fired from a $240 million luxury housing development on the Big Island's coveted, is it Hapuana Coast, that they brought him in to endorse. Now, there's a lawsuit, so it alleges it, but a lawsuit was filed in Hawaii. I mean, I have no clue, dude.
Wait, what?
I have no clue. You didn't see the story?
I'm like looking at it right now. Okay, so Shohei Ohtani and his agent are being sued by a Hawaiian real estate investor for allegedly sabotaging a $240 million real estate project?
Correct. But that's not it. I mean, being sued by someone.
You mean sued by anybody?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. And I mean, even if he is liable, I mean, what's going to happen? He's going to owe someone money. I think he's probably has the money. So this isn't, I think, something that's like, is it a legal matter as much as it is like a civil matter? Like, you've been sued. I don't know what's going to cost. Is it a good look? No, I don't think so. Is it something they have to deal with? Maybe. I have no clue.
Yeah,
I have no clue.
Ohtani, to me, and it's probably because my hatred for the Dodgers, Ohtani to me is one of the most. He is. I think he's just so fake, and to me, he's incredibly fake. Not likable at all. I think he tries too hard to be this perfect squeaky image guy. I find him incredibly unlikable. Like, I'm just like, it doesn't do it for me. And when he was on the Angels and he was doing the same stuff he's doing now with the Dodgers, I'm like, doesn't do it for me.
I don't even know what to say about him. I mean, I've never been enamored by him. You've heard what I've had to say previously. To me, he's not the most excitable other than what he produces. I mean, you can't deny what he's produced, right? It's hard to take away from his hitting ability or, even what he's done on the mound, obviously, in his career in limited usage. But I mean, the numbers speak for themselves, but like, is he the most exciting player in the sport? I mean, every Dodger fan would tell you yes, but like, is he exciting? He's a producer. He's a producer, but like, I don't know. I understand the point. It's a hard conversation to have. I mean, he's obviously a damn good player, but that doesn't mean anyone has to like him. All right, let's get back to this conversation. Do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek. Listen, if you're trying to get to Petco, for example, next weekend when the Dodgers are in San Diego, not this weekend, you can do that with our friends over at SeatGeek. Here's the deal. We've got a promo code for you. We've hooked you guys up. Use the promo code PODSWRAP. That's PADSWRAP. You're going to get $20 off your order of $50 or more with the promo code PODSWRAP. You heard me right. $20 off your order of $50 or more at SeatGeek with promo code PADSWRAP. Just make sure to click that link in the description, download the app, have the code automatically added to your account so you can use it later. We do want to thank our friends over at SeatGeek. And listen, you can get in for about $100 when the Dodgers come here. Section 325, maybe even for less than that, but that includes fees. And then you can take $20 off with the promo code by clicking the link in the description down below. So whether it's Padres Dodgers, whether it's here, or if it's at Dodger Stadium, or it's a concert or an event or another sporting event, make sure to use our promo code over at SeatGeek.
Yeah, and the great thing about SeatGeek, it's MLB's official ticket marketplace. Your tickets are fully guaranteed and instantly fulfilled in your account. After purchase, all you got to do is use our promo code, PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP. Once you use that promo code, get $20 off tickets at SeatGeek for your first order.
All right. Thank you, SeatGeek. You can click that link in the description down below. All right. We are approaching 9,200 subscribers as the Padres beat the Giants tonight 4-1. They'll play game 2 tomorrow. Let's get back to some of these super chats. Click the $sign below the chat box if you want to see your comment on screen, if you want us to react to it, if you just want to support our work here on the wrap-up show. And Limestain, thank you for the generous super. He says, this team is amazing. Now we're 48-16 in games where we score 4 or more. So they're winning at a 750 clip by scoring 4 runs or more. But that's pretty encouraging, especially with the lineup additions you've made. Like, I think it's pretty reasonable for the Padres to be scoring 4 runs. They're doing it with a lot of regularity in the second half of the season, and they're winning 75% of the time when scoring 4 or more runs. That's encouraging to me.
Yeah, score 4 runs, and more often than not, this team's going to win. And especially with their bullpen, it's like feels like automatic at times.
Yeah, I think honestly with 3 runs, they're going to win a healthy share of games, including the postseason. I think 3 runs, they can win some games in the postseason. Rocket, appreciate you. He says, was scared to say division, even put a star in there for a while, but it's time. I mean, how could you not say it now? I mean, you'd basically be like tucking your tail between your legs. And I've had that conversation. I didn't want to say because I thought it was Lucy pulling the football away type stuff, but how could you not want to entertain it now? I saw the quotes from Max Muncy tonight where he's like, I'm not worried about the standings. I'm worried about ourselves. Honestly, I don't think it's that bad of a quote. Right. Dave Roberts said the same thing, essentially, that, yeah, we understand that things have tightened up. So, I mean, everyone's aware of it, dude. And when the Padres get there, they know where they're going to stand. When the Dodgers are playing the Padres, they know where they stand. And we'll see what happens on field when these two teams meet. We're days away from these two teams meeting in LA.
Dude, I can't wait. And I can't wait. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's going to be. David, thank you, man, for the super chat. It says, Dodgers fan, offense is streaky, slumpy, and bullpen is shaky. They're crossing their fingers. The pitchers get healthy and offense wakes up. Padres have a legit shot. The upcoming 6 games are key. I appreciate that kind of unbiased perspective. I mean, the fact that they're looking to get healthy, it doesn't always work that way, but that could be beneficial to them. And they do seem to be very streaky, just in general. I would say this. I just feel like the Padres are playing them at a good time. Why? Not just because the Dodgers haven't played well, but because the Padres are playing well. Mm-hmm. And that combination is why I'm most looking forward to the games coming up.
Right. I want to see both teams at their best, but if you tell me right now, I don't know what the Dodgers have done, but I know what the Padres have done. And what the Padres have done is played at this crazy clip heading into the Dodgers series. I mean, it just makes it must watch television this weekend, like must watch TV this weekend between these two teams.
Yeah, 100%, completely agree with that. What do we expect from Quan? Thank you, man. He says, what do we expect from Cortez tomorrow, Jim?
Probably because it's I don't want to jinx anything for the Padres fans, but like probably a good outing because it's the Giants, and the Giants stink right now, and they're 1-10 in their last 11 home games. I think that's what it is. So
yeah, it's a good point.
Probably a decent outing.
I mean, he's I think he's capable of. I thought we saw in his first outing, he was more than effective. I think he probably wanted a little more length, but he was effective, and he's coming back from injury. So hopefully, with a few starts, he's capable of giving you 5 or 6 innings and being an effective number 5. The guy's had good career numbers as recently as like a year ago. He's pitched in some big games. He's pitched on good teams, so hopefully he gives them what they need, which is number 5 starter between now and the end of the regular season.
Yeah.
Luke, appreciate you, says, are Tani the type of guy who sides with ownership? Shit, I'd sign with ownership too if they gave me whatever the hell he's making.
Well, Johnny's only making like $2 million a year for the next 700 years.
Why is he even doing freaking marketing for some resorts in Hawaii? Like, you need the money? Apparently.
I don't know, dude. It just further proves my suspicions of this guy is just a shady guy. Or at least he's been since the whole Ipe scandal. And I know that dude, that thing went away so quickly. So quickly. Yeah. You know, what did what's his name? The wide receiver for the Minnesota Vikings, Hall of Famer, Carter.
Chris Carter.
Chris Carter. What do you say? Always have a fall guy. Always have a fall guy.
Mm-hmm.
Dude was his best friend for how long?
Didn't they say they spent every day together for multiple years?
Every day.
Every day. He didn't know.
Interesting. Like, and then now these things pop up. Interesting.
It's like this guy, man. Yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. There's a lot of books that will be written. I don't know if they've been written as of yet, but there'll be a lot of books written about that whole situation that played out within the last year, whenever it was. You can put this in the chat for Part 3's club. Best Cali burrito in San Diego. Live on replay. Put it in the chat.
I think they're asking us.
I'm a vegan.
Yeah, that'd be a problem, John.
I'm a vegetarian. I do not eat meat.
That'd be a problem. I like Lolitos a lot. There's a taco shop down the street from me in Imperial Beach. Let's see here. What's it called? Let's see here. Taco shop. But you're talking about Cali burrito. Alberto's is pretty good. Yeah, I love. Yeah, to me, you can't really go wrong. I mean, California burrito, dude, is just taco stand. Taco stand has some amazing California burritos. Lolita's top notch. Yeah, there's a bunch.
What's ChatGPT say? Thank you, Part 3's club. Put it in
question.
Put it in. Again, if you're here live, you can put it in the live chat. If you're here on replay, put it in the comment section down below. And Part 3's club, come back tomorrow and see what they say in the comment section down below. While we have a moment, I want to thank our friends over at Underdog Fantasy. This is the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports. Nice segue there from what we were talking about. But the best and easiest place to play fantasy sports is with Underdog. And if you use our promo code PODSWRAP, that's PADSWRAP, you're going to get a 50% deposit match up to $1,000 and a free gimme pick. What does a free gimme pick look like? It looks like higher or lower than a half total plate appearance. For example, for Manny Machado tomorrow, not higher or lower than a half home run or something similar to that. But you can play Padres and Giants. You can play WNBA. You can play preseason NFL. You can play whatever you want. But let's see here. What do you mean max payout reached? Hold on. I'm refreshing. But here's the deal. You pick 2 or more, and you go from there. So I got Machado. I'm going to take Paige Beckers, higher than 18.5 points. I'm going to take Sabrina Ionesco, higher than 19.5 points. If that happens tomorrow, then $10 pays 184 if we want to get really cute and put a like Tatis home run in there, which never happens. Then $10 pays 11.20. And you can flex it, which means you don't even have to get everything right. And you can still win up to $671. So it couldn't be simpler or easier. Use that promo code by clicking the link in the description down below. The promo code is PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP.
Yeah, and scan the QR code above my head here. Once you scan the QR code, it will take you to the App Store to download Underdog Fantasy. Once you download Underdog Fantasy, use our promo code to sign up, PODSWRAP, PADSWRAP.
Let's do this whole thing again tomorrow. John and Jim begins at 2 p.m. Phil Nevin will join us tomorrow on the show. By the way, if you missed Trevor Hoffman, that interview is available to you by searching for John and Jim in the iHeartRadio app, or find us on YouTube as well. John and Jim is on YouTube, so you can listen back to our conversation with Trevor Hoffman. Good thoughts, by the way, on Mason Miller and this Padres bullpen earlier today, so make sure to find that interview. And then tomorrow, again, Phil Nevin will be on the show, and we will get you ready for Game 2. It is Nestor Cortez. It is Robbie Ray. It is in San Francisco. We'll see if the Padres can potentially get even in the NL West with a win coupled with a Dodger loss. So that's where we are right now. With 43 games to play, the Padres can get even potentially in the NL West. That's what they can do in the West.
Can they win the West?
Well,
can they win the West division?
If it depends if they reach their prerequisite. All right. Please subscribe to this channel.
Prerequisite.
Subscribe to the channel. Where did we get? We were trying to get to 9,200.
We're 30 away.
30 away. All right. So if you're here on replay, seriously, if you've been watching all this time on replay, if you're here live right now, if you haven't subscribed, there's still 700 people here live at 11 o'clock on whatever night it is on this Monday night. So please subscribe to this channel. Year-round content for Padres fans. Smash the like button for us. We would appreciate it if you did that. Follow us on X at John Schaefer, at Jim Russell SD. Appreciate the super thanks as well if you are here on replay. And thank you to those that become members as well. We need some more members to get this emoji. Marrow Madness. To get this emoji. Bro Herd. To get this emoji, you actually have it. If you want to become a member, you have this emoji for the comments of the live chat. If you are a member, you have this emoji, San Diego, for comments and live chat. But the more members we get, the more emojis you get. Click that join button down below and support our partners. Mark Nimitz at Farmers Insurance, our title sponsor, Lucky Box, Hamul Casino, SeatGeek, and Underdog Fantasy. Appreciate you guys. We will be back with you tomorrow, 2 p.m. John and Jim on San Diego Sports 760 and on YouTube. Then tomorrow night after Padres and Giants right here on the wrap-up show. For Jim, I'm John. Thanks, guys.
Peace.